Hello my friends and welcome back to Painting with Jennye. Remember this yellow painting we did last time? It's finally dry and we get to put in our figure today. I hope that you'll enjoy watching what unfolds as much as I do. I'm going to be doing her in a bit of a blue rather than a stark black silhouette because I think that it's a little gentler against the gold. And I'm just sketching in the form where I want her to go, making her just standing here in the water so that we can feel like we're right there with her. I was gonna put her farther away, but I really want to be there myself, so I'm gonna put her as close as possible to me. And now just get the basic shape sketched out lightly. That paint's pretty wet, so I'll have to go over it a few times, but I've putting the highlights on, but I've mixed a bit of blue in with the white just to make it a little less of a contrast. So it's sort of a subtle highlight, just like the subtle shadow of the blue. I call Matisse blue because he did all those gorgeous ladies in the blue. We're just gonna make a nice silhouette here. The light is so bright you really can't see much of anything, just the unquestionable shadow blocking all that warm light just to set us in the space. I'm just gonna pick out some highlights a little more white now, less blue in the white, just get it a little sharper. And gotta cover up all the little holes, make sure there's no patches showing through my blue. I want it to be good, sharp, strong silhouette. Make her feel very solid, very here. Takes quite a bit here because I'm too impatient to let the wet underpainting dry. So we've got to put on quite a few coats of that blue to get it all covered up nice, but I think that's looking about right. We'll come in with our little brush now. Just pick out the edges of things, make all the highlights sort of pop with their lines and piece in all the little bits here and there that the big brush got too roughly for us. Make that shadow even sharper if we can. Just really emphasize how bright this light is by having something to make a shadow. I think we're going to put some blue on this water too after. Just make her presence exist there as well. I'm tempted towards her hands, but we'll think about that. So we put some water shadows down. You see how nice it works? You just sort of lay it on wet and rub it around. Just blow some of that cat hair off. But it has a nice sort of reflective quality to it still while getting a sense of shadow. I think that's going to work really nicely. Put a little more on after, but I'll pick a bit more of my girl. These hands are a bit tricky because I don't really want them to be entirely there. You want the feeling that the hands are sort of in the water, maybe the fingertips touching the water, but not more than the feeling of it, despite the sharpness of the silhouette. So we'll see what we do here. I mix a little bit of the color that I'm trying to match with the yellow or gold here mostly, but every now and then I'll pop in something darker like this orange right now, just to accentuate the highlight of that white shoulder there. Just pick out all these edges. Then I'll go in and create some shadows along her arm. Just make a little depth and warmth in here. Make us feel like we're in a real place. She's in a real place anyway. Yeah. There we go. Now, make those hands a little more defined. We really don't want them too sharp. So again, I just want that feeling of it being good in the water. So if I put all this warmth, her hand, oh, can you feel it? You can almost feel it. That water feels so nice. Pick in a little bit of darker blue around this shoulder and such, along her back. Make sure it's all covered where you want it covered. Pick out a little more of that water. Once you got some on there, it's easier to be brave and put a little more. So gotta make that arm shadow on her back there. Definitely know where the light is. There we go. Just gonna pick out a little bit of fingers there. Just make them feel like she's got a hand there. Of course, you know we're gonna erase it right away. Just put in the feeling, but we know it's there. There we go. Make sure that shadow's all right. So you don't have to match what you're doing exactly underneath. You just have to get the right feeling for what you want in there. In some places like there you want to match. Other places you want to create a contrast. Create some warmth or some cool. And you can just feel free to put it in because it really doesn't matter if it's right or not, as long as it feels good. It's one of the beautiful things about painting. As long as it feels good, you just enjoy. And if what comes out of it looks nice at the end, well, better still. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but as long as you have a good time doing it, that's the main thing. What do you think? I think she's looking pretty good. I definitely feel the sun.